Hey friend, my name is Tracy, and my husband and I recently just took 2 cruises pretty much back to back. We went the end of March / the beginning of April, and then we went again Memorial Day weekend. These were the first time we had ever cruised, and we watched a ton of YouTube videos before we went on our trip. But even though we felt like we were prepared, there were a lot of things that we learned that people on YouTube did not tell us. So I'm going to share with you some tips that we learned on our trips to help you in your future cruises. So make sure that you don't miss. I have several videos that I'm going to put together that are going to give you tips for your trip. One of those is if you're planning on fine dining and you don't have a reservation, I've got a video to tell you about our experience with that. Also, I want to share with you a brief tour of Stirrup Cay. We did a jet ski tour in Stirrup Cay that was really fun. We enjoyed that. I've got a short little video on that, and also what I would recommend you get as a souvenir if you get to go to Nassau. So I'm going to have the links for those videos at the end of this video. So let's get started with the tips that I hope will be helpful to you. And also, I'll include these links for a couple of these things in the video description. Okay, first of all, the difference in traveling the end of March versus the end of April is about 10 degrees Fahrenheit different. It was amazing, the difference in the heat. So much harder the end of May versus the end of March. One thing we learned on our second cruise is that you want to reserve chairs in the shade. So we would see people putting their towels down and they would reserve chairs, and a lot of them wanted to reserve chairs by the pool. But we decided to reserve chairs in the shade because there were plenty of chairs in the hot sun. So we bought these cool little straps. These do not take up nearly as much space as those big clamps do. So you can get your pool towel and then put this over the back of your chair, and then this can be your reservation for your chair in the shade, and then you can go get some sun and come back to the shade when you're ready for it. Do pack a travel clock. I completely recommend that. Also, too, we did 2 different cruise lines. We did Royal Caribbean and then we did Norwegian. Our children did not go with us on the Norwegian cruise. Now, one thing both cruise lines had were stations where you could refill your water bottle at different places on the ships. You want to get something that has a wide mouth water bottle. See the difference in this? My husband packed this wide mouth water bottle, and then I packed a skinny mouth water bottle, and I had a hard time getting the ice in my little skinny water bottle. So I recommend that you pack a wide mouth water bottle if you're planning on doing that. And we enjoyed having these. It kept us from having to get up every time we wanted a glass of water. Be prepared for different temperatures. Make sure you take a shawl or a wrap or something like that because some of the auditoriums are cool and you may actually get cold on the ship. And then, of course, you want to be able to have stuff for the sun while you're outside on the boat. Okay, you may want a water safe bag, just something like this. I didn't use it very much, but it was nice to have for our phone chargers and just things that we wanted to keep in a bag so I didn't have to worry about something spilling on it or getting our technology wet. I do recommend binoculars. These are just a small pair. We actually forgot these on both trips, and I was so disappointed because there are a lot of really cool things to see off the ship. Dolphins, wildlife. If you want to look at things while you're in the port, I highly recommend that you pack a pair of binoculars. Also, do pack a fanny pack. I saw a lot of women with these on my first cruise, and I had meant to take this and I completely forgot. This is super handy just to a waist bag, if you don't want to call it a fanny pack, just to put your phone in and your key card and not have to worry about keeping up with your stuff in your pockets. Magnets. I do recommend that you either get you some magnets or get some tape and something you can stick on your door. I saw these. I ordered these for us to use on our next cruise. We're going to be going on Utopia of the Seas at the end of July. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see videos from that. I will be posting those. But I ordered these for us to put on our door. There's little gnomes. I'll put a link to these along with the link to those bands. But when you're going down that long corridor of door after door after door after door. The people that had little magnets on their doors, I thought that is so cool. That's like an easy way for you to recognize your door without having to look at the number each time. Another thing we definitely recommend, especially if you're traveling with children, is that you do get your kids a lanyard and a place for them to put their key card. Because on both trips, my husband found key cards on the floor of the ship that had been dropped. Okay, and then I definitely recommend taking a magic marker of some type. Now, Royal Caribbean put the stateroom number on our card, so we didn't have to try to remember it. But Norwegian did not. They did not have. Now, of course, Royal Caribbean, they do not put the deck level that you're on, but they do put your stateroom number. So I do recommend that you take a marker if you're going, you don't know what they're going to print on your card. So that way you can, on the back, you can write down your stateroom number so you don't forget. And of course, you don't want to put your deck number on there because then someone would know which deck to go to for that. So definitely a lanyard if you're taking keys or some way to secure your card so you don't lose it. Sunscreen, if you need a good sunscreen, I have a recommendation for you. It's absolutely perfect. I personally like a sarong. This is the second one that I've had. I think I gave my mom my other one. This one you can tie it around the top, or you can just tie and wear it as a dress, or you can tie it around your waist and wear it as a skirt. And that is an easy cover-up that you can use throughout the cruise ship. Do pack a coffee cup. The first cruise we went on, we didn't use it. The second cruise we went on, I did not pack a coffee cup and I regretted it. The coffee cup sizes were much different. Royal Caribbean, that particular ship had a much larger mug. The Norwegian was smaller, so you never know what you might find. I do recommend the cup. I heard people mention it. I didn't do it and for the second cruise, and I regretted it. We like white noise in our room, so definitely pack a travel fan. Do pack like a grocery bag, like a plastic grocery bag that you can put your wet stuff in when you go to leave. The Ziploc bags for snacks, we did use that a few times. A couple people mentioned it. We did use that, especially when our kids traveled with us. Do pack snorkel gear. We didn't know that was something that we might want, and we did enjoy that on our second cruise. We didn't pack it on our first cruise. Also, too, we found a cool, and I'll put a picture of it, we found a cool flotation device that we are planning on taking with us on our third cruise, because they do charge, I can't remember, it's either like $12 or $20 for you to rent a float there on either Stirrup Cay or Coco Cay, whichever one you're at. So the soda packages for us are really, I think they're expensive. You got to drink a lot of Cokes to be able to take advantage of what you paid for. So double check whichever cruise line you're on. They may allow you, I know Royal Caribbean does, can't remember about Norwegian, they may allow you to pack sodas to take with you. I think the last time I looked, we could take a 12-pack of sodas for each stateroom. So like we're planning on doing that instead of purchasing the soda package. That will be enough to get us through a 3-day cruise. Also too, and this was really something we didn't think about our first trip, but on the Norwegian cruise, we were able to tour the bridge, and it wasn't like a paid for excursion that we went on, but we were able they had a viewing area where you could look through the windows and you could see the bridge. You could see how the captain and the different people were there navigating the ship, and that was really cool. They actually had outside of that room where you could view the path that we were on, the GPS settings, I guess it was. We could see the water depth, we could see the ships that were passing us, and they were labeled. So that was really neat. I definitely encourage you to explore the bridge when you were on your ship. You never know what you might be able to see. That was really cool. Some of the cruises have golf where you can practice your golf swing. So if you check on that with your cruise, you may want to pack a club. Also, too, one thing I've noticed on both cruises is that they had large checkerboards and large chess sets. So if you're planning on, especially your kids, if you're taking kids with you, you might want to brush up on your chess or your checker skills before you get there, so you'll be prepared to play. Or of course you can learn while you're there. Be prepared for the parking expense. I'm going to look into parking in a different area. We paid $90, I think it was, just to park our second cruise, and the first cruise we paid $60. So I'm going to do some more investigating on the cheapest way to park. So hopefully we can save some money that way. I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I wanted to suggest to you for a cruise. If you have one coming up, I'm excited for you. I know that myself and my family, we've definitely enjoyed it. We're looking forward to our cruise on Utopia and filming and putting some videos out there for you on that. I have a whole lot more videos on my channel than just cruises. I like to help people. I want to be here to help you take care of yourself and your family through videos. So if you want to, you never know what you might see me post on here. So please give a like and subscribe to my channel so you will know the next time that I put up a video. You can see it and watch it. All right. Feel free to post questions if you have them. We'll see you in the next video. Don't miss my series of cruise videos because hopefully these will be helpful to you. Thanks for watching.